I'm driving as usual, and it's been a while. So, um, I don't know. It's just going through my head today because I had some conversations with some people recently, and I need y'all to understand that a triggered memory, no matter how it was triggered, it doesn't matter if it was because you saw a person that the person that hurt you, or that you meet a person that acts exactly like them, or you just a scent, a smell, or a location, or anything, whatever triggered this memory, whether it's usually when it's a bad memory is triggered, then you freak out and you're like, oh my god, why am I thinking about that? I thought I forgave him for that. And forgiving is not the issue when that trigger comes up. It's not even about them at all. You know what I mean? So, well, you don't know what I mean, because I'm gonna say what I'm saying. That trigger memory is not about forgiving them or them at all. It's about you, and you're at a different page in your life where if you continue to ignore the reaction that you have when that memory is triggered, then it's going to keep coming up until you pay attention to why it's coming up. It's not coming up to, it's teach you a lesson for sure. If you refuse to learn a lesson, you refuse to look in the mirror, learn the lesson, and understand what I'm about to say next, yeah, it's to teach you a lesson. And it gets harder each time, and they get more and more intense each time because you're kind of ignoring it. And this is not all situations, so I'm just talking specifically about a triggered memory that makes you react a certain way. The reason that memory triggers into your mind is your mind is saying, okay, you've been through this, you know what to expect, you've seen the sign, you ignored the sign, that is what it is. However, when this happens, this is how you react. So the reason I'm saying that is your mind is telling you, hey, remember this situation, this memory, this moment in your childhood, adulthood, past relationship, whatever, this moment happened, and when that moment happened, you felt this way and you reacted this way. And because you reacted so violently and felt that way, it's not justified. What it's trying to show you, well, not justified or unjustified, let me take that back, but what it's trying to show you is say, hey, this moment molded you into reacting this way, and this is not the right reaction. This is not the right understanding of the situation. This is you reacting the way that you molded your brain to thinking, and your consciousness just automatically reacts. It's a familiar zone for you, but your brain is triggering you because you're at an older age now, you're in a more experienced situation in place now, and you're trying to be something that you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to be. But in order to do that, you got to let go of that old way of thinking so you don't react that same way. And that includes your reaction to trigger moments who molded your mind into reacting that way. And, whether it's seclusion, ghosting that person, hitting that person, being violent with that person, just reacting in fear, it doesn't matter what the reaction is. The point is that reaction was built because of that memory and that trigger, whether it was a parent, a friend, an enemy, animal, whatever hurts you. So it's your brain is only triggering you not to scare you and say, yes, this is how you react in this situation. It's to say, see how you react in this situation? You needed to react this way because this is what it really is. And you're old enough and experienced enough in your spirit, your soul, and your subconscious mind to learn these things, and that's why they bring it forward to you. But if you're not in an emotional intelligent place, or in physical, mental, spiritual, emotional place, period, if you're not in that place to accept that understanding, then you're going to react the same way over and over again. And then you're going to say, why me? Why do I keep doing the same thing over again? Breaking out of like a struggle mentality, breaking out of a heartbroken mentality, breaking out of a reaction to PTSD from an abusive situation. Those things are hard, but those triggers also can be great memories that molded you into having belief in yourself and humanity, and just seeing it for what it was and how beautiful it was and how beautiful it really, really was, because you only saw a superficial understanding of it. So it's two sides to trigger memories. It's not always about bad memories, but it's most people stay in that familiar zone because when they're triggered by that bad memory, they're not ready to face it, to understand it, because it's really all about them. Like they tell you, forgiveness is all about you. Understanding your reaction and how you molded your mind and built those walls around you is also a reaction that you and thinking in ways that you need to change. Your mindset is everything, and they tell you your mindset is everything, but they don't tell you what that means. I hope that makes sense, because I'm babbling and I'm driving and people are driving crazy, and I'm trying my best to not show road rage on camera.